Andromeda. Ravenor.
My life is for soul to use or discard.
Aluna. Behemoth.
Welcome everyone to an in-house league game here where we have the two captains going to be Puppet Soul and Anal Hunter, as we have Puppet Soul on the Legion side drafting and Anal Hunter drafting on the Hellborn side. So the Legion team will consist of Puppet Soul, Fa, Platycris, Blor, and Imba Nuts. The Hellborn team will consist of Anal Hunter, Novi Pirate, Janko, Haha, and Marlon. So, interesting match here. We have the bands going to be Sandwraith, Kronos, and Lodestone for Legion. Moraxis, Magebane, and Cersei for the Hellborn side here. I have a first pick of Andromeda into Ravenor and Icor. And then we have a Luna and Behemoth here. So it looks like we will be having either a core Behemoth or a core Luna. More or less, these are kind of three support heroes. Behemoth, if he is ran as like a solo offlane hero, he typically becomes a support. So they're going to need two heroes that take a lot of farm here. But again, a pretty good trio of heroes if they want to run like a dual mid with the Luna, or if they want to rotate some hero into the jungle on the short lane and get them kind of farmed up with the jungle stacks. But Icor and Ravenor, an interesting start here. So they have a support and a core already picked up.
Minus.
I think they will most likely be running a one-roll Ravenor. They do pick up a Midas and a Kane here, so already going for kind of different picks here on the Hellborn side. We'll talk about the bans here, which were Deadwood, Drunken Master, and Flux. So I like that he gets rid of the Deadwood here. Very good counter to the Ravenor. Then we have Vindicator, Draconis, and Adrenaline going to be banned out here from the Legion side. So we see the Tremble getting picked up for Fa. Again, one of his favorite heroes. We see him play Tremble very often, and when it's not banned, we usually see it picked up. So doesn't go for the Doctor here or the Gemini. He wants that Tremble. He's going to be playing the mid role here, it looks like. And then we'll maybe see Puppet Soul play the carry, as I think he's the most likely candidate for that carry role. So the question now is, what carry will we see them pick up? Um, Definitely could see some kind of Nullstone style of carry against a Kane, but not necessarily. Could see something like, oh, they're shadow picking the Bushwhack here. I do feel like they lack a hero that kind of rotates into jungle and takes stacks, but you know, they might just be looking to play really aggressively. I have a Gunblade picked up there on the last pick, which I will say is quite risky against heroes like Kane and Ravenor. I think Gunblade can definitely struggle if he doesn't have a good start. And they might be, I don't know if we're going to see a tri-lane now with heroes like Tremble and Gunblade. Those don't scream tri-lane to me, but maybe we could have a Behemoth tri-lane farming, or even an Aluna farming in a tri-lane. That would be kind of interesting to see. And I think definitely an Andro, Behemoth, Aluna could make sense. I wonder maybe if they want to put Andromeda on the farming role, have like a farming Andromeda. We might be seeing something a little bit different here from Legion this time around. But we will have the last pick going to be the Defiler. So they're going to be running a Ravenor, Defiler, and I think a Kane core. Maybe a Midas secondary support here, which is quite interesting. See how this works out. Typically when you run a Midas, you want him to be split pushing and getting farm.
Get it on.
But that's going to be the two drafts here for the teams respectively. So we'll see how they ultimately decide to lane this. They are putting Puppet Soul on the Aluna, which maybe is actually playing a support role this game. They have Chris playing the Gunblade. Looks like Kevin is actually playing support this game. He's gonna get the award down here. TP's down right away. And we see them kind of waiting for that tree chopping of the mounds, and they already rotate all 5 players here. They were thinking about maybe going in for a kill. But looks like we're gonna have. I don't know if we're gonna have a Andrew Tremble lane maybe. Typically Tremble wants to be solo. And then Iluna and Gunblade. Iluna is in a pretty offensive position here. He's trying to body block the Kane. Here comes the slow though on the Iluna. This could be a bloodlust on the Iluna as he's gonna get taken out here. They could not get the Comet Stun in range for the Kane. But Fissure coming out here from the Behemoth. They kind of deter a follow-up kill here, so Puppet Soul goes down here, gets caught out. So they tried to go for the Kane initially. We're gonna have Marlon playing the Defiler here. It's been a while since I've seen my good buddy here, Marloni, play the mid lane. Typically they stick him on support or even on off lane, but we have Haha. He's gonna give up the mid lane here. Be playing the off lane core with Janko, who picks up a Grave Locket as he actually got the Bloodlust. So really early Grave Locket, which gonna help them gain a golden XP advantage down there in the bot lane. We have Tremble versus Defiler here. A 1v1 matchup. We have Andromeda laning with Behemoth here, who has Marchers picked up. So I am a little bit surprised that they pick up the boots on the Behemoth. Maybe they decided last minute to do a long lane duo lane against the Ravenor Icor. But I think this lane, especially with the boots on the Behemoth, gives the advantage to Ravenor and Icor. So go for a lane pull here with the side camp. See if he maybe pulls a couple of those creeps, which will definitely deny some experience. Meanwhile, bottom lane we have Gunblade and Aluna against Kane and Midas. So definitely have some different picks here in this game, which again, like to see the teams trying out some different stuff. But we have the Rev Ward here from Defiler. He wants that vision on the Tremble. We already see Fa on 5 and 1 against the 4 and 1 Defiler, who has some creeps in his tower though to work on. So pretty even so far. I want to take a look at the ping disparity between Fa and Marlon. Ping all. We got 217 against 71. It's going to be rough for him. But we'll see what he can do. Definitely has been in this position before. I don't want to talk too much about ping. Again, the players, they sign up for this, so they know exactly what they're getting themselves into. Got a big creep wave down here in favor of the Legion. They're going to try to put some pressure on this tower and try to get the lane pulled back, as they are ultimately going to give a lot of creeps over to the Kane to potentially last it. Top rune will be a regen picked up by the Tremble. Again, Fa doesn't typically like to go bottle on the Tremble. He likes to build into an Iron Shield and an early Astrolabe, sometimes throwing in the Toxin Claws in there. Defiler has his bottle picked up, so he is 265 against the 196 of Tremble. So leaving that mid lane to get that regen rune, gonna definitely give him a little bit of a last hit disadvantage here. So Defiler capitalizing. And now we have Andromeda here rotating into the mid lane. Finally going to see that. And I think he will go for the Merrick's rune here, which was not picked up by anyone just yet. He's going to get the bottle refill, which is good news for him. You see Andromeda deciding whether he wants to stay in the mid lane or maybe rotate down into the bottom. As they will come back here to the mid lane. So yeah, again, due to kind of Behemoth picking up the Marchers, they cannot really contest this lane all that well. Ravenor is the top farmer of the game. He's got 21 last hits compared to the 13 of Gunblade. So again, Kayn on 14. They're definitely contesting very well down here in the bottom lane. See if maybe they try to get a kill here with their Andromeda being 3 versus 2. And again, this is kind of due to the draft. They have more or less 3 supports, which I talked about in the picking phase. And typically when you run a Behemoth, you want to have lanes that are very powerful. They are going to lose both the Aluna and the Gunblade down here, so the Midas hitting level 4 and the Kayn using that Waylay. They might get a 3rd kill here. This is disastrous for the Legion side. They pick up a double tap, and that's going to really give them a huge lead here in the early laning stages. And I wonder if we could even see maybe Behemoth try to make some rotations out of top soon to try to help the mid and bottom lanes. Is them losing bottom lane not gonna really help their cause, as they have, I talked about, 3 supports. It's gonna put a lot of pressure on Fa to do very well here. And already the Filer doing a good job. He's on 20 and 7 against 19 and 6. So again, pretty even mid lane matchup. But Gunblade is one of those heroes where he kind of needs that level 6 before he really feels threatening. Also, doesn't have that. Oh, he does have the hatchet. What am I saying? Does have the hatchet, of course. Gonna get waylaid up here. The transmute going to miss, though. He hits one of the skills. Thought about going in with the warp, but would have most likely fallen. Mid lane, they are gonna get the kill here with the level 6 tremble on the Defiler. And that was with Behemoth and a Luna rotating in, so 3 players. But they did get the counter kill there, so at least it was a good job of Icor to be there to get the return kill. They kind of punished the 3-man, 3 versus 1 rotation on the Defiler. They get the counter kill there on the Tremble. So he is struggling now, 200 GPM. Defiler, even with the death, still on 280. Has his ultimate still ready to go if he wants to look to use that anytime soon for a potential kill or a tower push. Let's see, the top rune, I believe, was picked up by Icor. I'm just going to get comments done. There's the power throw, and the pizza taunt from Hugesoul is smackdown of choice. They do take out the serial killer streak there from Janko. Here comes the slow, the crippling slugs into the stun and the power throw. But Andromeda without mana for a comet stun here. Not able to get in range as well for some auto attacks. Finally throwing out another wave. Here comes the ultimate here from the Tremble. The Immobilize lasts for 3 seconds here at level 1. Defiler currently without any mana for the Siphon Soul. This could very well be a kill here for Fa. He even has the Golden Apple and the power supply for a potential tower dive here. And we'll see if he looks to go for this dive. Which, we have Icor in the area. I think he might get here just in time to kind of throw out some counter pressure. Can maybe even... I don't know if he'll get here in time to transfusion off the Immobilize here on the Defiler, but they could definitely look to turn it around with the slow from the Life Leech here. So Fa, he could actually be in some trouble here. I don't think he has the burst to bring down Defiler fast enough. And he might also be fine. Depends on whether or not they're going to have vision of him in his mounds. So we're going to see some kind of clash here in a second as, again, Icor's making his way over. Behemoth, he's got 20 last hits, but not the flashiest GPM, only 200. So Ravenor continues to dominate here with more or less free farm. 52 creep kills for Anal Hunter. Again, a really fantastic player if you give him free farm. And I'm going to be interested to see what he goes for. We tend to see Elder Parasite or Lightbrand on the Ravenor as like a first item. Again, he doesn't go for the Chalice here, which means he isn't feeling like he needs the immediate mana regen item, kind of due to having the free farm. If he was in a fighting lane, I think we would probably see the Chalice picked up here. But for now, he just has the Steam Boots. We'll see what he decides to ultimately build. I do think we might see more of a carry-ish style of Ravenor build, maybe a Portal Key thrown in later on. But early on, I think we'll see something like either Searing Light or Elder Parasite to kind of enhance his farming speed. And I think he'll be sharing jungle with the Defiler at some point as well. I'm a little curious as well, what's the pause here for? Flaming pause? Looks like they are ready, so we will be underway here once again. And we have action here in the middle lane, so I'm expecting to see the clash here. Icor gonna get here with the jump, and there's the counter coming in. So, if anything, Defiler kind of baited that, as Tremble was feeling very confident going for a kill. The Defiler having no mana for his Siphon Soul. Let's go for the Hungry Spirit here. It looks like we will be seeing the Elder Parasite picked up on the Ravenor. I do believe we won't see the Whispering Helm, as that kind of doesn't really help Ravenor too much with his issues. Alright, we're going to put a lot of pressure here on the Behemoth, but again, Ravenor a little bit too far away to follow it up. He wants the creep kills. Bottom lane, we have a face-off on the Andromeda. Level 6 Kayn. Going to cause some issues there for them. So again, kind of struggling here for Tremble. He has died 2 times now. And Defiler with the 1 death on 3 assists. Here comes the rotation from Aluna. Icor is here. We'll see if he gets here in time to keep Defiler alive. And with the Siphon Soul and the Transfusion, they might be able to take out the Tremble. Defiler couldn't get in range for a wave. Just going to go for the creep play here. Oh, the power throw, though, from Hugesoul. Going to take him out. Good snipe coming in from the Aluna. We see a face-off here. The stun comes in from Andromeda, as well as the fissure from Behemoth. And Kayn's gonna hold his ground. Again, there's not a lot of damage from the Behemoth and the Andromeda. He goes in and throws out the shockwave a little bit preemptively, as that was not enough damage for killing the Midas. And the Hellborn team gonna take a bit more of an advantage here, as the Kayn and the Midas lane continues to do a lot of work. Now again, they're only 300 GPM on the Kayn, but ultimately they are shutting down the farm of the Gunblade quite a lot. Kayn's gonna go down here, and Midas most likely gonna fall as well. He has the Elemental Warp, but Aluna is ready with a power throw to snipe him out. We're gonna try to get a counter kill, but 3 versus 1, he's gonna be deterred back, and he will fall back. It's an ultimate warrior streak for the Aluna. Top lane, Gunblade and Tremble are going to try to get the kill here, but he's going to be a little too slippery with the Elder Parasite. A really good Gordon with the Ball Lightning, as the power throw not going to snipe out the Ravenor again. I don't think that would have been enough damage. So a lot of rotations here from Legion. They rotate both their solo laners, or well, I shouldn't say solo laners, both of their cores here try to get a kill on the Ravenor. But he will be just fine. We'll see if he goes to work on some of these stacks here. He's going to go ahead and throw out a transmute here. Fighter also going to wave down the hard camp. We'll see, they maybe split some of these stacks up. This is one of the weaknesses of Ravenor. Again, he's a really strong fighting hero, but he does struggle to work on jungle stacks, and that's kind of just due to the item progression that he kind of needs to take. There's not really a great item for him to take jungle stacks because he doesn't have sustain. And typically when you have a Ravenor, you want to pair it with like a defensive support, like a Nymphora, a Prophet, some hero that kind of heals him up so he can take jungle stacks very effectively. Mid lane, we see the Defiler fall once again. A lot of heroes here in the mid lane for the Legion side, and Tremble's going to survive once again. So Fa's almost up to 300 GPM now. Most likely see him port back to the base, as he does have his Hive Mind on cooldown. Ravenor takes out the tower in the top lane. He's all the way up to 500 gold per minute. We see Midas getting dove here. No TPs happening for the Hellborn side here. Luna is going to snipe him out with the power throw. Hugesoul, will he die to the creeps? No, he will not. He survives on 90 life. Tremble is going to get caught here. There's the face off. Do they have the damage though? The Fissure are going to stun them both up. Power throw comes in as well. And they might just look to turn this one around. So they still have swap up on the Andromeda. He swaps in the Kayn. Now Tremble is going to fall there. And they are going to take out the Behemoth as well. And there's the Defiler's presence. She did not have her unholy expulsion, but she throws out some waves in a slow, and all of a sudden it's a 3-man swing here for the Hellborn side. So the numbers advantage does favor the Hellborn there. And again, we continue to see nobody really shining for the Legion team. Ravenor continuing to farm more or less uncontested. He has level 11 here and 500 16 gold per minute here, as he picks up a steam staff. Maybe he's going for twin blades actually with that. Not my favorite item on the Ravenor, but I guess he feels like he needs some damage assistance. Luna gonna fall. Here's the face off, gonna catch him. Picks up the beast start here on the Kayn. We might see a Helm of the Black Legion, or maybe even like a Dreamcatcher. I don't think we'll see Icon of the Goddess. I think we'll see either Helm. Yep, there's the Helm on the Kayn. He's gonna be really tanky now. It's gonna just be like a frontline hero for the Defiler and the Ravenor. See Behemoth all the way up to 1500 gold, so even though he's 200 GPM, he's getting closer to a portal key. He's got 34 creep kills. The Filer is still the top hero damage in the game. She's on 16%. Still have not looked to push either the mid or the bottom tower though, so she might be thinking about that with the ultimate here, almost at the level 11 as well. And Tremble again, he has the Ashley, but hasn't really had too much progress since then. I think we'll see Fall go into the Steam Boots maybe before the eventual Elder Parasite I think he likes to go for. So we see Behemoth getting scouted out here by the Midas. Now it will be pretty difficult for him to land a transmute, I feel like. He might go for it here. Throws out the Fissure stun. Meanwhile, mid lane, we have a face-off coming in on the Tremble. Finally going to hold her ground here. Throws out the Siphon Soul. Tremble taking a lot of pressure. Will they be able to bring him down, though? The Ball Lightning going to miss, but they do bring down the Tremble. And they do rotate as 5 players here. We will see if they look to push the tower here. The Defiler ultimate's up for 5 more seconds. The evoke to pause coming out. Looks like it's not passing. Maybe it was a misclick. Legion is thinking about maybe defending this. They actually go Elder Insanitarius on the Ravenor, which is an item build that I have not, which I have not seen on the Ravenor in quite a long time here. We have Gnome's Wisdom on the Defiler. So they're building a lot of fighting items here on the Hellborn side, which I could definitely get behind. They are going to really be able to manpower them before they get the Behemoth Portal Key, as they have kind of won their laning phases, and there's nobody really shining for the Legion side so far. We even see the Lux Talionis picked up on the Icor. We see Kayn going back to the bottom lane to continue farming. Gonna be interested to see if he continues to bulk up, maybe with something like a Staff of the Master, possibly, a Barbed Armor, an Insanitarius, a Portal Key. I think there's a lot of options for Kayn in this game. We'll see what he decides to go for, though.
Let's get the ball rolling.
Behemoth, though, he's trying to get his Portal Key. He needs a couple more creep kills. He's almost there. The tower is going to be denied here by Chris on the Gunblade. Good deny coming in. Andro, he's going to most likely fall here. He does cliffwalk down the cliff, but he's going to get killed from the uphill anyway. It was a nice cliffwalk, though. Was almost a nice escape. So somebody bought something here. I think Defiler bought a Shield of the 5. What is he gonna build that into, though? Is he gonna build that into a like a Ultor's Heavy Helm? I'm not sure. Maybe he just wants the armor for now. Gunblade goes for an Energizer. So again, they're building a lot of fighting items on both sides. I feel like at this rate, though, there's not going to be a huge comeback mechanic for Legion. So they're going to need to win a team fight with the Behe Portal Key if they're going to make up this 10k gold deficit. They are going to kill the Andromeda here. Femblade is getting dove. And I don't see him living this. He's going to fall. Oh. Meanwhile, middle lane, Fa is going to take out the tower here on the Tremble. He's getting closer to his Elder Parasite. But it's a pretty uphill battle here for Legion. They have the Behemoth being spotted out here by the Midas. He's going to go in on the Midas. I don't know if that was the right decision. The Midas trying to line up the transmute. He's going to get taken out by the Shockwave. I think he was trying to avoid using that. He will sidestep the Ball Lightning here. Ravenor is trying to catch up. Here's the Waylay canceling the Fissure. And Kayn, one more auto attack if he can run him down. He's got a Portal Key out on 4 life. See if he can maybe make a juke here and just go for a TP. Kayn does pick up the Ultor's Heavy Helm. We have Defiler picking up a Neophyte's Book, so maybe he's going to go into a Dawnbringer and be like a semi-carry here. See Ravenor also picking up a Light Brand, so again, has quite a lot of farm here. So, see a lot of items coming in for Hellborn. I think they could also look to group up if they want to and try to force an objective with the Defiler ultimate, but at the same time, they are able to comfortably kind of spread out and farm across the map. But right now, we see them kind of grouping up here. Ravenor's making his way. Here comes the ultimate from Kane. Again, they don't have a shockwave on the Behemoth. But we see Gunblade getting dove there. He gets taken out. And now Icor taking some damage from the tower here, but everyone will be just fine. We see the ultimate here going to take out the tower. And Fa will pick up his Elder Parasite now on the Tremble. But I think until he gets a Shrunken Head, it's going to be... Well, you know, it's funny because they still have the Ravenor with the Superior Magic, Auto Attack, and the Defiler Ultimate. It's really a tough game for Tremble because I feel like... Because Gunblade's having such a bad time, there's just too many items that they kind of need at this point to kind of be able to fight into the Hellborn team. Now they see Ravenor has ported bottom, and I think they want to take this fight in the top lane. Here comes the Shockwave on the solo Kane. Icor is here with the Transfusion. Kane gonna get his Waylay off. I don't think he hit anybody with that, but he is going to most likely fall here on the Kane. He's so tanky, as he's kind of blocking the auto attacks there with the Ultra's Heavy Helm. Now Icor going to fall as well. And Defiler, she will TP on out. So they do lose 3 players. A little bit questionable of them to be there without Ravenor. Because they did have the Shockwave back up. But again, a good fight from Legion to kind of cut some of the lead down. See the Searing Light picked up on Ravenor. He might just go for the full Dawnbringer here before picking up something like a Shrunken or a Portal Key. See a Tablet coming in for Aluna. He's 300 GPM actually. And I feel like if they had laned this a little bit differently, did like an Aluna tri-lane with the Behemoth, that this Aluna would actually be very farmed right now. But we see a dive coming in here. Very greedy dive coming in from the Ravenor. He gets fissured up. This should be a dead Ravenor. Even though he is very farmed, he is being really greedy here. He's going to do a lot of damage to the Tremble, but he's going to get punished here. So, again, not really worth it for him to die for the Gunblade. This noob was pissed off. Kane's gonna go in with the ultimate here on the Tremble, but he's holding his ground. He's got the lifesteal with the Elder Parasite. And the team support is on its way here. Icor trying to get in range. Oh, he lobs the Life Leech. Here comes a triple fissure though from the Behemoth. As we see the amount gonna be not taken out here. There's a swap though on the Defiler. Defiler gonna melt. She's not tanky at all. Really good swap from the Andromeda. And here comes the Ensnare from Tremble. Trying to take out the Icor here. And Midas gonna maybe also be the next victim. The Transmute gonna land on the Tremble, but here comes a Stomp from Behemoth. Again, no Elemental Warp. Midas gonna try to maybe do a juke here. As he's stuck in the trees. The trees are gonna get broken and he will fall. And Snare gonna come out. Ravenor gonna hit the ball lightning on the Aluna. He's gonna get him down with 4 hits. But Ravenor, will he overextend? He will fall. And the lead continues to be cut here by the Legion side. Kane going in, gonna take out the Tremble here. This Kane buys a Portal Key. It's going to fall. Reports are happening from Icor and Defiler. We'll see if they can get any counter kills here. And it looks like they will fully retreat here. So again, the lead is still 8,000 gold and 7,000 experience, but a couple of deaths here from the Ravenor. I think he's definitely going to be eyeing a Shrunken Head now. This is the next item. Maybe we'll see the 2 teams kind of slow the game down and try to pick up some farm. More or less maybe the Hellborn team slow the game down a bit. Behemoth is kind of stalking the Midas here. He has all his skills up. He has the Shockwave. He has the Invis for another 38 seconds. We see the Kongor being attempted here by Hellborn. I think Kane probably wants to be in offensive mode here for the crits, but I think he's in defensive. Yeah. Meanwhile, Legion team going to try to do their own Kongor. They have the other Parasite picked up on the Tremble. Even almost dying to the Kongor. And they will take it out, so both sides getting some Kongor kills here. Runa's going to get spotted here. We'll see if she can make the escape. She will fall there. And Ravenor is sitting on 1,000 gold so far. Not sure if he bought something. The Filer has a Searing Light, so she's going for the Dawnbringer, which I think is fine. She's going to go backup core. She has had a pretty good game here. 415 gold per minute. They do have Shockwave though. We'll see if they decide to defend this or not. I think this tower will be given up. We have a Nullfire Blade picked up on the Gunblade. It's going to leave the DD there for the Tremble, I believe. Try to steal some of the stacks here in the Hellborn jungle. But Portal Key picked up on the Kane, so he can always initiate. Which I think is good because they lack an initiator right now. They have Mana Ring on Midas and Void Talisman, which I think the Void is quite good against the Gunblade and the Tremble. Allows them to kind of split push a bit as well. Abenor does go the full Dawnbringer though, so he's being very greedy here. Gonna delay his Shrunken for quite a while. I do think, even though he is very strong right now, that he kind of does need it because getting stunned on Ravenor kind of stops the whole point of your hero. And we see here he's even getting gone on by just the Behemoth and the Illuna. Again, it wasn't enough damage here. We'll see if they will be able to bring him down. So less than a Luna and a Behemoth can take him out. Behemoth gets counter killed here. Luna also going to fall. So it is a 2-for-1 though. They're getting closer to her Dawnbringer. Top tower looking to be pressured here by Hellborn. I think maybe now we could see Midas go for a Portal Key. He's got 2,500 gold. Maybe he'll go for something like a Sheepstick as well. We see the Racks being worked on here. The Defiler ultimate. They're going to take out the tower. Sorry, not the Racks, just the base tower are going to be taken out. And what's the timer on Kongor? It's still quite a ways away. We just had them 3 minutes ago done. Filer, did she have her full Dawnbringer? Or maybe she didn't buy the recipe here for the ice bread. 1,000 gold on the Kane. He's gonna run into the Tremble here. I think he could be still eyeing a Barbed Armor. Transy's gonna land on the Tremble. He could not get his Shrunken head off. They chain CC'd him very well. Abenor also got there with the ball lightning. He's basically moving on haste speed. So Invis Defiler leading the way. I think they're gonna head toward the top lane and maybe go for that Rex. We'll spot him on the road ward here. Behemoth's gonna stun up the Kane. And Defiler doesn't have her ultimate for 15 seconds. And they definitely don't want to group up for a shockwave, but with Tremble dead, we'll see what they can get done here. Andrew's trying to get in range for a swap. I think if they swap the Defiler in, they could definitely kill him. Swap the Defiler in, there's the stun, and yeah, they're gonna kill the Defiler. Shockwave comes out from the Behemoth, and Behemoth's going to fall here. Again, Tremble's up in 2 seconds. Ravenor gets stunned up by the Comet. And Gunblade doesn't have his grappling shot here. They're gonna take out the Ravenor. Kane also going to fall here. And they did get the melee racks, but it's gonna come at a cost of 3 players here. Maybe it's going to be a full genocide actually. I don't think Midas can make the escape here. There's the ensnare. Void comes out. Comet. And it will be a genocide here in favor of Legion. So despite being in a 10k cold deficit, they are going to get genocided here. So again, we have the Shrunken Head picked up on the Tremble. Gunblade has his Nullfire Blade level 3. He's kind of quietly picking up his farm though. He's almost 400 gold per minute. Then we have Spell Shards level 1 picked up on the Behemoth to kind of enhance this combo. As they will take out the tier 2 tower here in the mid lane. We see the tower taken out here by the Legion team, and they have taken out 2 of the tier 2 towers now. So they have made a lot of map space back into the game. Now again, they are down 1 melee Rex, but that is definitely not going to keep them out of this game. They almost have Nullstone picked up on the Aluna. Picking up the Nullstone against the Kane, I would imagine. I'm surprised that he didn't go for a barbed armor. Maybe due to the Nullfire Blade, he feels that it's not his best choice, but he does go for the Bulwark. Icor, however, does go for a barbed armor. Ravenor getting closer to his Shrunken Head. We're going to see them go for the Kongor here. Luna does have her ultimate ready to go. Looks like she will be a little bit too early here for the snipes. Gonna go for the steal maybe. Not going to be successful though. Good job from Hellborn to stop the Kongor.
Kongor has been slain.
So we have 3,000 gold on the Tremble here. Maybe he goes for a Spiked Bola against the Ravenor. But it looks like he's actually valuing the Hellflower. He might go for a Hellflower PK combination, which is a very typical fall item build. I think it is quite good. I mean, alternatively, he could go for a Bola and just focus the Ravenor. But there is an Ichor as well to debuff the Bola. Cane Veiled Rotted in the Legion jungle. Tumblr gets his own Bola, so maybe that's why we see Tremble not going for the Bola. I believe he did sell his power supply and iron shield now. He has a portal key. So he's going to be going portal key Hellflower. Valuing the portal key first. Oh, he could be in some trouble here. Oh, he's going to portal key away from the Ball Lightning. Great reactions from Ba. Meanwhile, Luna in the middle lane has a nullstone though, so the Ken cannot ulti her. I'd argue this is a very smart pickup. Maybe we'll see him build into damage now. Midas has a sheepstick as well, so the nullstone having a lot of good uses here. Kane is still stalking them, giving his team information. Oh, there's a Rev Ward though. He runs into the Rev Ward. He's going to fall. Ravenor has his shrunken head picked up now. And this game has gotten a lot closer here in the last 5 minutes or so. Filer is going for a Behemoth Heart here, which I think is quite good. I'm definitely going to bulk him up, allow him to sit there in the front lines with Kayn, and deal damage with his ultimate. I think his next item should probably be like a Frostfield plate, and then he'll just be this insanely tanky frontliner that deals a lot of damage. So Tremble's getting really close to his Hellflower. I think he needs one more piece, actually. Alright guys, I'm taking a couple breaks here in between casting, so I'm a little hungry. But I just finished eating something. We'll all have my attention now. There's the portal key on Ravenor, which I feel like he's been really lacking. He also went pretty greedy and didn't buy the early Shrunken, so that is why he died a couple of times. I think he would have had a better stat line if he went for an earlier Shrunken head, maybe after the Searing Light. But at least now he has the trio of items I think are very good, the Dawnbringer, the PK, and the Shrunken. I think eventually he's going to sell the Elder and the Insanitarius. As those items are very easily replaceable, but Luna looks like she's going for a staff, I think. She might also be going for a Spell Sunder, because they are building very tanky here. Andrew gonna get caught here in the mid lane. Not too sure what he was doing, actually. I think at this stage of the game, you just want to be sitting behind people as a support. It's pretty greedy to be off by yourself. But 45 seconds, no Andro. We see the blip being used right away. We will most likely have a defense being built here from the Legion side because there is a Defiler ultimate activated, and this tower will fall very quickly. I would like to see Kayn put his bulwark on minus. This tower would have already fallen. but he continues to put it on positive. Kemba goes in the back line, trying to man fight the Ravenor. He is going to survive. No, he's going to fall. He does have a buyback, but without a shrunken head, I'm not sure how he's going to be able to fight into this Hellborn team. He's going to use it right away. And they are diving very deep here. The Defiler ultimate is down. Defiler is going to hold her ground. Here comes the face-off on the Tremble. Tremble is going to fall here. It is going to be a hat trick for the Midas in the end. The GGs are called here. And I think this will probably go through. See a hat trick coming in for the Ravenor. And the concede vote will go through here. We will have Hellborn taking the game here at about the 40-minute mark with a 20,000 golden experience lead. So they do persevere here. They did do very well in their laning phase, so that transitioned very well into the mid and late game stages.